It ain't my fault.
Tell the people, how did you come up with your name?
Well, I didn't come up with it. This artist, she go by the name of Jelly. She actually gave me the name in 2013. But my original nickname was Skii, and I had that since elementary school. So if you really know me, then you'll call me Skii, not Ski Week. Look, picture me rolling in my 500 Benz, and I gotta watch for them people that be claiming they be my friends.
What
Mama
you do,
told
man?
me they don't. I empower myself. I empower others. I give care. I don't take care. I cut grass. I'm a musician, a Rasta man, but over all of that, I'm a real man of God. The devil when I approach. So all you rappers that's demons, I'm really cutting your throat. I stand alone.
Tell us the meaning of respect.
Once I caught wind of it, I was just like, it's a Rasta man's perspective of what real respect is. You just kind of removing the E and just putting like the head of respect, because all Ras means is head. So you're the head, like you're like head first with giving respect, you know? I got something greater to come up for that. Come on, this is the way that I thrive. Make you feel like you alive. You see it is
Like, what does that mean to you, and explain to the people why you represent that?
okay, well, it's multiple meanings to it, so I'll try to give as many as I can. So the Lion of Judah, as me following Haile Selassie, you know, he's the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Just like you said, it's the 12 tribes of Israel. So it's just letting Negroes know that the tribe that you're supposed to be claiming, like all the Negroes in America, because it really just depends on where you live and where you was born at. That's how you come up with your tribe. I am a Rasta man. I am part of the line of the tribe of the Lion of Judah. And, you know, lion just being strong, fearless, a hunter, a real just like animal in the jungle, like a real king in the jungle, you know? About it like I'm gonna do, doesn't this feel like a maze?
Do you get your spiritual knowledge from the Bible? And if so, do you live by it?
Yes, I do, but it's not just the Bible. I like to tell a lot of people when I have conversations with them, I like to take a little bit from everything, because you can't take everything from everything. But the Bible is what, you know, it's the introduction to the knowledge that I obtained, and I still adhere to it till this day. Give thanks for the life that you gave. Once I got the taste, I would always crave that plant-based. That plant-based.
You just put out the song called Plant-Based Pussy.
Yes, sir.
Let us know how the song came about.
So I actually got two homegirls. Shout out to Yells. Shout out to Frankie. She came up with a shirt that said plant-based pussy on it. But before I saw that, I had the idea. I was like, man, I just need to write a song strictly about the way that I would feel about vagina. So by me being plant-based and her coming out with the shirt, that's how the song came into fruition. So, did I freestyle it? I wouldn't say freestyle it, because it got a hook. Straight, with that plant-based pussy. With that plant-based pussy. Give thanks for the plant-based. With the plants. I really asked for the clearance too, because I had to ask her, because you know that was her idea. I didn't really come up with that, but I asked her about the idea. She was like, yeah, man, you do whatever you want with it. So I give so much respect to Frankie, so much respect to Yells for really giving me, you know, like that green light, man. Thank y'all. Cause I'ma still be the same person, Rasta man, not as average, above average. I'm never smoking Joes, blowing my herb smoke out of my nose. I'm in my mode.
In the Bible, it says that herbs are used for meat. And basically, when you break it down, it's saying that you're supposed to, God give us instruction to eat the herb, and it's for our healing.
Right.
And also, I was listening to one of your songs, and you was like, you don't tell people who your herbalist is. So it's like two-part questions. Can you go into both of those questions for us?
When I was writing this song, when I was saying I wouldn't mention my herbalist name, I was talking about, you know, where I get my weed from. The Bible, it does say herbs are for the healing of the nation. So I wouldn't have any problems with telling anybody that's like really looking for some real herbs that the Bible talking about outside of the weed. I wouldn't have no problem with telling anybody that information, you know, because it's all open, man. You gotta be open with the information you receive. That's why I'm an artist, because all of the information I receive, all like just everything good, just about life in general, is all to be shared. not without. Forever I'm eternal. I said forever I'm eternal. I really see myself, you know, claiming the tribe of Judah, because, you know, that's where we live at in America. But it also depends on your father's seed, like you said. So the crazy thing about it is, like, I'm light skinned, but my mother is like real brown skinned. But my father is actually, he like that Creole red. So if you was to see him, you know, he deceased right now, but if you was to see him, like, you would think he was a white man. But he's not a white man, he's a Creole. But I definitely feel like, I still feel the heavy connection with the tribe of Judah. Beat off an evil persona, dreaming I'm in California, I wanted to make it my home.
Tell us the story when you met Professor Griff.
Wow, my brother Lamont Simmons actually put that together. He was the one that curated everything, because he used to give events, and him and another brother that, you know, they know each other, they actually brought Professor Griff down here, and he know I rap. Well, he actually told us to come rap for Professor Griff, and that was how I met him, man. That was one of the best days of my life, man. I was hugging that boy like he was gone, you know? Like, for real, dog. I enjoyed that day, man. That was good. To live in this lifetime, let's stay together. It's just you and I. No matter how you give me the most, girl, I used to pray for you in front of my church folks.
I have an acronym called 3WV, where I go into the Bible and I see that the Bible talks about 4 types of women: wife, widow, whore, and virgin. Can you talk about this? Can you elaborate on this subject?
I'm talking about the virgin first. I said conception wasn't immaculate, probably missionary. I'm not really too sure that Yahshua came from like a virgin birth. I'm not saying Mary isn't pure, but if we just look at the pictures from what they've given us and we see how life has evolved, then somebody had to be sex, and it probably was missionary. I just read a verse the other day where I seen where it said a whore is nothing worth more than a loaf of bread. It's just like having immoral sex and not really doing it for like the recreation of another god. Because I really feel like a lot of people just like to have sex just for the pleasure. I mean, it's cool because it do feel good, but I mean, at the same time, like, you have to have a balance, bro. Like, it can't just be all pleasure. I don't discredit hoes or whores or whatever, because they do what they gotta do just like I do what I gotta do. I really feel like a wife is not even your better half, it's like your better whole. Because if you whole and you meet that other whole, then you're too whole. You're too holy. Just like really doing things that's really presentable in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of the Most High. The widow is, you know, the woman that lost her husband. It could either be to whatever type of violence or just like natural causes of death, you know. Nothing too over the fence, you know. It's very simple, man. Most official operations, I ain't trainers on the track. Never picture my feet sinking in sand. I just appreciate the little things you don't understand. I'm immortal, I am eternal. Got the ether that'll burn you. Learn your history, you gotta stay so observant.
It ain't my fault.